I got a random $6,000 per year raise today. Hey guys. My boss called me today and said compensation and benefits emailed him about my salary. Basically put, I got a $6,000 raise a year. I made $104,000 previously. My boss said it was preventive retainment, and I was on the low end for my position. I get the offer letter next week. It felt good to be appreciated. But I am thinking that maybe I should counter for more? Like maybe I am still in the low end? Would that be weird? I was told this does not disqualify me from the merit raise either, which will be next year, and it will not disqualify me from my bonus. I am really good at what I do, says probably everyone at their job, but I am routinely called in for projects that need that extra pow. It just seemed odd that I get this raise out of nowhere. Anything I should be cognizant of? Edited. Background: I work in aerospace manufacturing and engineering with a critical role in quality. I started in a technical college to get my A&P license. I went to tech college full-time and cooped at an AFB for nearly 3 years. From there I was hired on full-time and worked my way up to a topped-out mechanic. The AFB paid for my bachelor's degree in aerospace. From there I worked my way up. Root cause for raise: I will be absorbing more functions and team members after the departure of someone else, so I was right to think something funny was up. Either way, this is my new base pay for a new job. Thanks everyone for your advice and opinions. This has come from HR. They were obviously doing an analysis of worker turnover due to wage compression. They usually bring the lower paid people in line with the other employees in the same job at that point. I would just accept it. Seems to me you have a good salary and good employer. If you want another raise, I'd wait some time. 6% just to bring you to where they think you should be. That's not a bad thing. Especially if you're still getting an annual raise and bonus on top of that. It definitely couldn't hurt to poke around and find out what the going rate is. But generally, if an employer is giving decent raises willingly, it's because they want you to stay. I had a similar experience where I got an additional $2,000 raise to bring my annual up to competitive. I did some research and comparison on Robert Half, and the extra raise brought me up to the bottom end of the range for the state, but still significantly below par for the city I worked in. When I got around to leaving, I got a $20,000 raise to do the exact same work with a slightly different title at another company on the same block. It's possible your company has noticed you're a critical employee and gave a retention raise to get you on par. But it's also possible they're just trying to make sure it's not too easy for a recruiter to catch your eye. I'd take the raise as given for now, but quietly do some research to see what people in your position make at other places, just to get a handle on it. They like you. They want to keep you, and they made a gesture that you did not initiate. This job just might be a keeper. Most likely, people who have been recently hired into your position are making more than you, and this is a structural adjustment meant to make it fairer. Whether you should ask for more depends on too many factors for us to analyze. But I'd say you have a 20% chance of getting a begrudging, okay, a 60% chance of nope, and a 20% chance of really pissing them off with that. I would gratefully accept, without a counter, and wait until next review to ask for a raise. Sounds like your company values you and wants you to stay, which bodes well for your future there. And of course they are doing the right thing, unprompted by you. So that's all good. And I wouldn't want to turn that positive into a negative by ending up in a negotiation. But since you know they value you, you have a strong position in the near future to ask for more. Just wait for the right opportunity. I've been working at a place that has gone through 3 market adjustments in the past 4 years. I started at $16 plus an hour. It got bumped to 18 about 6 mo into my time there. A year later, another bump to $20. 4 mo later it was bumped to $23. They've been having trouble bringing people in. We've been growing faster than they can hire. So, to attract more applicants, they've raised wages. Not once has anyone said, "Hey, give me more." Most of us have been like, "Yeah, sure, we'll take more money." You guys don't get raises, you get mad. You get raises, you get suspicious and or upset. What will it take to make you weirdos happy? Don't spend it all in one place. Rent increases $6,000. Why is this on our anti-work? You've been handed $6,000 on top of a $100,000 plus salary and wonder if you should ask for more, while people on here are fighting for a living wage. This belongs on our personal finance or ask HR. SMH. This has potential to get flagged. I only know this because 6 weeks ago, I noticed that there was an internal job listing at my company for the same job role I am in. Front-end developer. But in a different department. The pay was the same. But the listing said, eligible for annual incentive plan. Which I have never been eligible for. And was told it wasn't possible for non-managers to get enrolled. I went squeaky wheel and brought it up next one-on-one with my manager. He was hesitant at first. Reiterated I wasn't eligible. But he went to bat for me. As he always does. It took some finagling and 6 weeks of HR conversations that I was spared. But as of this week, I got a letter saying congrats. I have been added to the plan. 8% annual bonus. First time I have ever gotten an annual fat bonus like that in 20 plus years of working anywhere. Just by asking for something. But the rules for this sub are, no posting messages that are pro-capitalism. No posting positive message about employers. No talking about having a good boss. I paraphrase. I hope your post stays up. Even though it will be low activity because it has a positive tone. I think people would be less anti-work with more stories like yours and mine. But I don't think people come here for positivity. Oh, and someone will call you a bootlicker for not telling your boss to shove that 6% up their ass and threaten to sue them for back pay for not getting it sooner. Good job. And I would absolutely rattle the cage again when it's time for next performance review, incentive season. They obviously value and respect your contributions. Keep letting them show how much. With compensation. HR did some analysis that resulted in raising the pay band for your grade. And you were below the new minimum. Ouch. Your manager should be moving you up within your band via annual raises. Not letting you rot at below the bottom of your band. Really depends what the position is, where you're located, and if you would command more or less on the open market. Everyone is aware that if you don't pay your good workers well, that there is a chance they will get curious and leave. Sometimes it's better for them to show some appreciation and prevent that from happening. If you are indeed as good as you say you are and the price they replace you is high, then you command as much as they're able to pay you. I was the recipient of this before. Out of the blue, a bunch of us, individually and secretly, got called to our boss's offices and given an out-of-cycle raise. It was significant. It was preventative retainment as well. I would not counter. It was a wonderful thing for them to do without prompting from you. Be appreciative. They made a real effort to keep you a good employee. Basically a market correction. We do it from time to time as well. We review average pay around the country and in HCL areas and make adjustments. Usually there is a pay scale for each position and there is a low, median and cap. They are probably just getting you back to where you need to be. Pretty solid thing for them to do since it really isn't required and they could have left you low. This is not a time to negotiate. This is a pay adjustment, not a raise. Like you said, the next time you are up for merit raises is the time to talk. Hey, must be nice. I got a 0.25 cent per hour raise at my last job. In a year's time I'll be able to make one extra car payment. I quit not long after that. It was insulting for the work I did. Enough people have said it. But no, do not negotiate. Write a grateful email and continue doing a good job. You're doing well. Negotiate when it's time for merit raises so you don't fall behind.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.